I just gotta do it. I gotta do it. I gotta talk about this thing right here. I don't know what it is. I think it's an Elder Dragon, but I just gotta go ahead and speculate about this monster coming up in Monster Hunter Rise. Let's jump in. Hey everyone, KonaPinoyX here once again, back with another Monster Hunter video. Now I know I already made a video today regarding my thoughts and opinions on the info dump that Capcom did for the digital event. If you want to go ahead and check that out, link in the description below. But today I want to talk about one specific creature that they exposed in Monster Hunter Rise, and that is this monster right here. We don't know the name of the creature, and we don't exactly know its involvement in the events surrounding the Rampage and the story of Monster Hunter Rise. All we know is that this monster is there, and it's menacing. Now, with regards to what I want to talk about here, the first thing I want to talk about is the general appearance of the monster and what it reminds me of, and then after that, what it could imply with this monster's presence in the story of Monster Hunter Rise and how it potentially affects the Rampage. So first up, let's talk about the appearance of the monster here. Okay, so straight away, the first thing that this monster reminds me of is the Monster Hunter Rise logo, plain and simple. And that is because if we take a look at the top right corner here for the Monster Hunter Rise logo, it has the exact same characteristics as the anatomy of the monster right here, where we can see protruding spikes on its head. Not quite sure on the bottom left one as of yet on the logo whether that's meant to represent another monster alongside this one, or it could indicate that this monster right here could transform into something similar as to what we see in the bottom left corner here of the Monster Hunter Rise logo. Only time will tell. Outside of the logo, the other creatures that this monster reminds me of are the Elder Dragons Amatsu Magatsuchi from Monster Hunter Portable 3rd, where you can see the overall aesthetics of the Amatsu being present on this creature but in a very different color. And the other one is going to be the Shantian from Monster Hunter Frontier. The general body structure of both Amatsu and the Shantian are more serpentine-like, kind of like leviathans, and the coloration of the Shantian is more prominent on this monster right here. So if I was to say that the Amatsu and the Shantian had a love child together, this monster would be the possible outcome. There is another Elder Dragon that this creature reminds me of, but for a very different reason, and that is going to be the Xeno'jiiva. When we take a look at the frills on the monster's body, as you can see right there, there's this bioluminescent glow that you can see here, eerily similar to what we see with Xeno'jiiva when it absorbs bioenergy. So it makes me think that this monster might have some form of bioenergy storage in its body, hence the reason why it has this bioluminescent glow that is again similar to what we see with Xeno'jiiva. So those are the key creatures that I can see here just based on the image alone of what we see on the monster, and for the most part, it does make me think that there's a lot of inspiration from Portable 3rd and the Frontier games coming up in Monster Hunter Rise, just based on what we can see on most of the monsters, especially this one. Okay, moving on from the appearance of the monster, let's now take a look at the influence of this creature in the story of Monster Hunter Rise. First up, let's talk about the influence of the story in general. The story is influenced by what is known as the Night Parade of 100 Demons in Japanese mythology, the Hyakkyakkyo. This is called the Hyakuryu Yakko in Monster Hunter Rise, the Night Parade of 100 Wyverns. So there's a direct correlation between the Night Parade in Japanese mythology and the Rampage in Monster Hunter Rise. If this is indeed the main influence here, then this monster that we see floating in the sky could be highly influenced by the demon known as Nurarihyon. The overall design of the creature doesn't look like Nurarihyon, but in my opinion, if this is the case to be that this monster is meant to be inspired by Nurarihyon, then perhaps it's the ability of the monster that is inspired by the demon. The creature has the ability to command monsters to work together in order to attack Amura village, and this would make a lot of sense if we link bioenergy into it. In my comparison with this monster to other creatures in terms of appearance, I mentioned bioluminescence and bioenergy, and the main reason I say that is because monsters in Rise during the Rampage behave very differently, and the only other time we've seen this is with bioenergy influencing Elder Dragons in Monster Hunter World, where Xeno'jiiva utilized bioenergy to cause the Elders Crossing to happen once every 10 years rather than once every 100 years, for example. So you're starting to see the link with bioenergy and monster behavior here. If this creature right here does indeed have bioenergy inside of its body, then this could be the main reason why the rampage occurs so close to Kamura Village. When this monster is nearby and any other creatures are within its vicinity, these monsters would start to band together and the creature right here can command them to attack certain areas, such as Kamura Village for example. Hopefully, this is something that we get more information on with the story of Monster Hunter Rise, but for the time being, these are just my speculations as to what this creature could indicate in terms of its influence within the story of Monster Hunter Rise. Okay, so just as a couple of final notes before we go ahead and close off this video, first off, not once did I mention that this monster is an Elder Dragon. The main reason I haven't done that is because this monster could be in a different category for all we know. It could be something along the lines of a floating Leviathan or even a snake wyvern for that matter. We don't know what this is as of yet. To throw it in the Elder Dragon pile would just mean that we don't know about the monster like what we see in Monster Hunter World, so it goes straight into the Elder Dragon pile. That's the only time I would consider it an Elder Dragon at this moment. Having said that, however, the category of this monster may well change with the release of Rise. Alongside this, the reason that I'm speculating that this could be the final boss of the game is because this is not the first time that Capcom has done this, where they tease a monster at the very end of a trailer and then afterwards they never talk about it. The last time that they did this, they did it with a black dragon that is Darmiralis. Darmiralis was teased at the very end of Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate's trailer, and we didn't know anything about that creature back in the day, so this could be another one of those scenarios. That's not to say that this monster is a black dragon, it's simply to say that this could be the final boss of the game, and that could be the indication as to why they're not talking about it at this moment in time. And that's gonna be pretty much it for me for this video, speculating all of the information so far regarding this mysterious creature floating in the skies of Kamura Village within Monster Hunter Rise. What do you think about this creature as of right now coming up with this title? Let us know in the comments below your thoughts and opinions on this mysterious monster floating in the skies of Kamura Village coming up within Monster Hunter Rise. Now with all of that being said, if you enjoyed these videos, please consider leaving a like on the video itself and subscribing to the channel as well as hitting that bell icon so you can go ahead and catch up on any future Monster Hunter content that I might be doing or any other games that I might be playing in future. Until then, I hope you enjoyed this video, thanks ever so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Onward and upward.